What is up, Budget Billers? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your fourth stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Thursday, May the 6th. I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. Sorry I didn't have a video yesterday, but there wasn't much exciting news, so I didn't want to bore everyone with my rambling. But today we do have some good news out from the White House. They finally responded to the notion of more stimulus checks. But not only that, we have news regarding a letter from President Biden that was sent to Americans. I'm wondering if any of you out there actually received this letter yet. I personally have never received mine. Also, we have an update from the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, and what his GOP leaders are putting their 100% focus on right now. You might be surprised what he actually said. And we can't forget about an update regarding crypto coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Dogecoin. Is Dogecoin going to the moon this week? Well, we're going to talk about it. Those are just some of the topics that we are going to cover today. If you could do me a huge favor and hit the like button for me if you enjoy these types of videos. And if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Okay, so it's been a while since we've had news regarding whether or not we are going to receive more stimulus checks, and we finally heard information from the Biden administration on this. I want to play a clip for you from Jen Psaki when she was asked about whether or not a fourth stimulus check was in the future. Here he goes.
I guess the contrast for people to consider is 100% of our focus is on delivering relief to the American people, on getting the pandemic under control and putting people back to work. And we welcome support, engagement, and work with the Republicans on that. And the president has extended an open arm to that. The door to the Oval Office is open. He's invited Senator Capito to bring a group of her choosing to the White House next week. And we think there is opportunity for agreement to deliver on relief to the American people.
Yep, that's exactly what she said. The fourth stimulus check is up to Congress to make that decision. But if that's the case, does that mean we don't need President Biden on this issue? No, it doesn't, because President Biden could just go ahead and be the friendly ghost and sign an executive order for more stimulus checks. Will Biden actually do that though? Or does Congress have more power than President Biden? So I wonder what they have to say about the Social Security $200 monthly increase that Biden promised us. Will that decision depend on Congress as well? I mean, yeah, we know that Congress plays a significant role in all of this, but President Biden has to push Congress in doing this, or the Democrats can just follow Bernie Sanders' lead and just use the budget reconciliation process without the help of Congress or the help from the GOP. That would be the easiest option, right? But I totally get it, guys. Biden wants to flex his muscles and use his power when he absolutely needs to do so, not just whenever he wants to get something done. He has to at least attempt to get the buy-in from both sides of Congress in hopes that he can get a bill bipartisan with majority of lawmakers believing in it as well. But once those efforts fail, we need to know if President Biden is willing to make the tough decisions to help the American people. From the statistics that I continue to read online as well as see on TV, Americans are still struggling. Americans are still short of food to feed their families. And my number one favorite, our seniors and Social Security recipients are still being left behind, while everyone with children continue to receive additional incentives in regards to the pandemic. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. We love to see those with children receiving child tax credits with $300 monthly payments starting in July. We love to see the Republican Josh Hawley propose $1,000 checks every month for children. We love to see President Biden pushing for the child tax credit to be extended through 2025. Those things are great to hear. But what about our Social Security beneficiaries who still haven't received any additional relief aid? Considering President Biden, he promised that he was going to raise the Social Security benefits by $200 per month. We must never forget them, and Biden needs to acknowledge whether he is going to still fight for this increase or whether seniors should look for alternatives. I mean, majority of seniors voted for President Biden because he wanted to reform Social Security and Medicare care benefits. But as Biden has been in the office for more than 100 days, he still has yet to mention these changes. But as far as a fourth stimulus check being included in the next stimulus package or the 2 infrastructure bills, that remains a secret, although we can speculate that they will include more stimulus relief aid. The bigger question is whether the infrastructure packages will end up passing. Right now, the Republicans have tried to compromise with a bill much smaller than President Biden's proposal. Both of Biden's plans amount to about $4.1 trillion, and the Republicans have stated that they are open to $600 billion for infrastructure, which means the Republicans are far apart on agreeing at this present time, which means negotiations will continue for another month or so. But what does Minority Leader Mitch McConnell have to say about the Biden infrastructure packages? Well, this was his response right here.
Yeah, 100% of my focus is on stopping this new administration. I think the best way to look at what this new administration is, the president may have won the nomination, but Bernie Sanders won the argument about what the new administration should be like.
Well, as we expected, Mitch McConnell is not a fan of Biden's infrastructure packages, but I don't think many of you expected him to, right? And then in classic fashion, Biden was asked what he thought about McConnell's statement, and let me play that clip real quick.
Sir, Mitch McConnell said that he is 100% focused on stopping this administration. You've spoken about your relationship with him in the past. Do you still think you can work with him when he says things like that?
Look, he said that in our last administration, Barack, he was going to stop everything. And I was able to get a lot done with him.
These guys have been friends for a long, long time. They may stand for different provisions that help the wealthy people as well as helping the American people, but they still respect one another, and I can commend them for that. Hopefully they can just work out their differences on the infrastructure bill and send out a fourth stimulus check. But anyways, switching subjects, I know most people have already received their $1,400 stimulus checks. That was the third stimulus check. The U.S. Treasury said that about 164 million stimulus payments have been made so far. For those of you that have actually received your stimulus check, did you end up receiving a letter in the mail from President Biden? I have read this story a few times in the news as well as seeing it on TV that says that the president has sent a letter to everyone who received a stimulus check. Did any of you receive that letter? Supposedly, this is what the letter addressed to people by saying, "My fellow Americans." And then he went on to talk about that he signed the American Rescue Plan back in March and just sharing a few other details. If any of you received this letter already, comment down below and let me know. Let me know what your thoughts on that letter was. I guess former President Trump wanted his name on the first stimulus check, and then President Biden wanted to be different, so he sent a letter out to the people. But anyways, guys,
12 seconds later.
this change.org petition that was created by a restaurant owner in Denver, Colorado. She created a petition that said, "I'm calling on Congress to support families with a $2,000 payment for adults and a $1,000 payments for kids immediately, and to continue regular checks for the duration of this crisis." I believe her name is Stephanie Bonin. So far, over 2 million people have signed this petition. Now, if you guys are interested in receiving more stimulus checks and reoccurring stimulus checks, I advise you to go ahead and sign this petition as well. Maybe we can blow her goal of 3 million signatures out the water to maybe like 10 million signatures. That would be awesome, guys. Congress definitely can't ignore those types of numbers. I will include a link down below in the description to this petition so that you can go ahead and sign it for yourself. And then last but not least, the crypto universe is really gaining some traction this week in anticipation of the godfather of Dogecoin, Elon Musk, is planning on appearing on the SNL or the Saturday Night Live show this Saturday. This is probably probably one of the most anticipated SNL shows in a long time. Elon Musk is super popular among the millennial community, mostly because he runs Tesla Corporation, but also because this guy is just a complete genius. So I am pretty excited myself. I actually added a few more Dogecoin to my portfolio this week in anticipation of the coin reaching a $1 mark very soon. Will it reach that by this Saturday before the show airs? Well, I sure hope so, guys. But I've been sitting on Dogecoin from about 17 cents, and it is now hovering around 63 cents or so. Also, Ethereum has been resting for the past couple of days and may be ready to make a new move towards the all-time high. And Bitcoin, it looks like it's ready to make a move towards the $64,000 mark again, as it continues to break out of the descending triangle. I've mentioned it before that if you guys are not investing yet in crypto coins, you might be preventing yourself from growing your money for the future. That's all I'm going to say about that. But if you are interested and need a little bit of guidance on how to do this, I will be uploading a video either later today or tomorrow showing you the basics of how you can easily sign up and start investing in crypto coins. If you want to jump ahead, I have a few links down below to go ahead and get your account set up with as much as either $100 or even $50 or even $10. Whatever you're willing to invest, it doesn't matter. Be sure your notifications are turned on so that you know exactly when I drop that video today or tomorrow. This has been another Fourth Stimulus Check update and crypto update for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Doge to the moon!